Yeah, I had to delete my songs in order to keep my position and free up some memory. Because they're talking about the Oklahoma tribe trying to put people in jail in Michigan and Ohio still. Still. Tied to the Tippy Gang leader. I can't believe he still gets away with all that publicly. But he point the finger at me with everything I do. Because he makes money off of me for a living. And he doesn't help me with $1. Since he approached me outside the Detroit Rescue Mission in July of 2019 in the alleyway. In Chevy Black Tahoe, mid 2000. Like my next door neighbor on Keystone in Ohio. It's relevant, believe me. This dude is well, for one, there's women and children here, so I can't talk vulgar about. I can't talk kitchen talk about the individual. I was memory blanked by saying that. Again, Tippy Gang leader approached me July 2019 outside the Detroit Rescue Mission for the first time. I don't know how many years he was watching me before that, or his family. Well, when he came up to me and he said, "This is the one," and looked on the ground and sealed me with the English black magic ritual of conjuring the 72 demons of King Solomon. What's it called? That's the only thing he ever said to me. And I knew my life was over. I knew that they were doing something in Detroit. I said, he about to do something. He about to stalk me. I ain't no fool, bro. I've been through sting operation entrapment, and I didn't go to jail. So when the same agent of the same group stalked me in Detroit, come up to me like that, he can't even look me in the eye. He looked on the ground and said, "This is the one." So whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean, excuse my language. That's all he ever said to me. Then I saw him 4 times in East Cleveland in 2021. In the same Chevy Black Tahoe. Right outside Barkwell and Broadway, where my apartment was. And then when I finally hid my stuff in the bando I was staying in the basement, in the bathroom, I opened some protein powder and put it in the bathroom with all my stuff. He was pulling out the alleyway when I was coming back to the bando in the same Chevy Black Tahoe. I threw out that protein powder. Well, again, I can't say certain things about him because of the women and children. All I could say is whoever his father was, if he comes from inheritance, old money, if he had a graduation party, I didn't, and I don't. I'm a virgin, bro. That's all I gotta say. I don't have a position in the United States government aside from being on watch list for doing nothing. Excuse me around the children and the women. So there is a separation between church and state. There's a separation between church and state. I don't know what that's about. Your 33rd degree, what's it called? Once you pop the front door, stop walking, bro. I don't know his name. So I made over 300 songs to put on my YouTube just for a joke because I don't want no freaking record deal. I've been playing music since I was 13. Instrument. No, so when he's writing songs about a songwriter, that's hilarious, dude. Cause they had record deals and everything. No, I'm sick of murder rap, bro. All that wasn't murder rap. That was UBN, West Cleveland, gay clubs. They always pull up and ask me if I want to ride when I'm at the bus stop in Cleveland on the west side. Those dudes. Look, it's not what the FBI says about the sting operation entrapment of 2012 with Shaquille Azir that I'm a direct victim of. If you look on the FBI website, it's not what it says about it. Because if you look on the FBI website about 9/11, video footage of the Pentagon, that's all you need to know about FBI video footage. or whatever their website has to say. No, it's cool if Americans have it out for me. I've been trying to leave this country for I don't know how many freaking years. I still don't got my passport. Like, I'm trying to go. My grandparents came here in the 50s from Ukraine. I'm trying to go, bro. Before 5G cell towers. We know it's your country, Native Americans. It's not our business. The point is I tell every Ukrainian, every Russian, every Slav, don't come to America. You deal with the abuse of power, with the fascism, the oligarchical fascism. Modern slavery. Everyone cares more about the sports game. So when I lay down in my room next to that 3-panel cell tower across the street, I can't think of my dead ex because I don't know how she died. Still. The cell tower's right outside the bar she got killed at. And then if you Google Earth the image right now, it says Cracker Barrel on the advertisement right next to the cell tower. That's where she worked at. The fuck would you put that up next to that cell tower where she died at to begin with? Excuse my language on the kid. That's how you know it was a murder. Cause I mean the what's it called? The conductor and the freight train that ran her over. You know, when I was walking back from 10 Mile on Mound and I got to hear the bullshit freight train here in Michigan haunt me. What's it called? Memory blank. Oh yeah, they thought her body was a deer carcass for 11 hours or something. Same with the 24-hour surveillance or 480 freeway. And the cell tower itself. They just waited till somebody found her the next day. Someone signed into her Facebook at 4 in the morning. I was on house arrest for 2 grams of weed in Ohio, 2018. 9 months. They charged me $280 for the ankle monitor. I got a job at the McDonald's next to the Cracker Barrel. She told me to apply at. I had orientation, interview, told the judge said I have no work privileges for 2 grams of weed. And then my girl died. She got killed. And then the dude got eaten. And then the dude that lived next to us got eaten by dogs. In the pit. I found out. Little known. She told me that. I said, how did he get killed? She said she found out that they threw him in the pit with the pit bulls. They didn't make the news probably. So it's just a matter of time, you know what I'm saying? I'm not playing any games with anyone. I made it to 37, dude. I was expecting to get shot in my 20s. I'm mad I didn't get killed in my 20s. I'm so mad. Cause I tried to die, bro. Like, I would go there. Like, what are you gonna do, bro? I'm not scared. I feel safe in the red zone. And I would end up there only when I have business to be there. For whatever reason. Cause I am from the block. That's where it's not fair. With the 33rd degree. With outside the temple. Or whoever your daddy was. Whether he alive, dead, in prison. They put your daddy in prison. You know why? Because he was real. He's real. That's why he in prison. They made him do it. He probably chipped. Everyone in jail is innocent. Currently. You settled that with the court settlement and a restraining order or treason by execution. And that's all it comes down to. I don't believe in prison. You know, flat out, I'm not taking no fucking prisoners. Excuse my language. If you bugged, I guarantee you're not a part of that army. We gotta work out the second chance program for the secondary virgins that are microchipped. Look, if he came up to me with the needle and he said, hey, I'm going to inject you with a microchip in your ear, I would say no. And that's free will. Get it? Or someone say, yeah, go ahead. Don't justify that bullshit. Is why doesn't local, state, or federal law enforcement hunt the people that are chipping people in their sleep, the homeless at college parties, because there's members of their departments that are doing it. You can't call local, state, or federal law enforcement in Ohio for a radio frequency detection scan. I called Washington, D.C. FBI on Christmas and recorded a call. Asked them if they have radio frequency detection scan. They hung up the phone. I said, "You have any in Cleveland? Do you have any in Ohio? Do you have here at the headquarters, Washington, D.C.?" Hung up the phone. People don't realize I was training to be a New York City bicycle messenger. If I made it to New York, imagine what my network would have been with the extended family. That's what I had the skills to ride Chicago when the CIA agent led me to a committed courier company in Cleveland and then hired me. 3 months ahead of time before I was ready to ride Chicago. If I chose to start up in Cleveland, because I didn't want to waste my time with Cleveland, because Cleveland only has seven messengers. New York City had 802,000. I don't know how much Detroit got. I never thought about riding Detroit, except riding my bicycle past the GM tower. What I was trying to say is I was training to be a New York City bicycle messenger. That didn't work out, but if it did, with the extended family, what my network would have been. The CIA agent led me to commit a courier company 3 months ahead of time when I was ready to ride Cleveland or Chicago in 2015. He said, you a rider? He said, I know who you need to go to work in Cleveland. I said, oh, okay. And then he sent me to the company, and I already knew that company. He said, I knew this company, bro. I knew that dude. I'm not ready to ride with this dude because he's not from Cleveland. He's a veteran, but he's not from Cleveland. And then Bonnie Speed it's a Cleveland-based company, but it used to be called Bunny Speed. So why would I work for somebody who changed the company name? And then when I was with Committed Courier on Sunday, I didn't get not one order. I'm wasting my time, dude. Then my family put me away. And then when they put me away, I could never ride. Couldn't ride a bicycle for 8 to 16 hours a day anymore. I walked the whole time I was locked up. From the moment I went up to the moment I woke up to the moment I went to sleep. Because I would have had a heart attack. She called me crazy because I rode a bike 8 to 16 hours a day. And she high heels from the east side suburbs with a German rice burner. Never left the office. And she gonna tell me that I'm crazy because I used to look back in traffic in Cleveland and nobody shot me and jumped me. From 2010 to 2015. They jumped me after I met my dead ex. 3 times. That's the only time it happened. Because I had Speck on my name, who I was dealing with. Like I said, I was trying to do independent contract bicycle messaging in New York City. It doesn't matter who called me for an order, I would have delivered packages. It didn't work out. I got microchipped. I was gonna hit New York City for a year to 3 years. I was gonna hit Miami. I was gonna hit Dallas, Houston. I was gonna hit LA, San Francisco. I was gonna hit Chicago. I was gonna hit Portland and then settle in Seattle. If I stayed in America. Didn't work out. They were jealous of me. Still. My God-given skill. Because they want to prescribe me painkillers since 2009. No Tylenol 5, no Oxy, nothing. They give me energy. They give me and my father energy. Anyway, so I started walking and riding a bicycle. When gas was $2 a gallon, I said, I'm not doing that no more, bro. I'm principled. Because I used to pay $8, $20 for 8 gallons, 10 gallons. It ain't about being cheap, it's just about principle. I'm taking bus and the bicycle. I ain't got no kid. $5 give me all day pass, I can go anywhere. So then I walked the entire city of Cleveland and rode my bike the entire city of Cleveland. Hometown hero over there. That's why locals are mad as hell I went to Detroit. I walked out to Detroit 2019. Because none of this bullshit would have happened. I should have stayed in Ohio. I had to go because the same city that arrested, gave me 9 months house arrest for 2 grams of weed, confiscated the half ounce. So I walked out of Ohio. Because Michigan was recreationally legalized in 2019. I walked out with $93 on an Ohio Bridge card, no less than that. They picked me up in Fremont and dropped me off in Mexican town, Detroit.
What's up?
65 miles one day, 65 miles the next day.
Yeah, I understand.
Along Lake Erie. Because those West Side UBN were following me on the East Side with the low bass, wobble. Because the sugar daddies wanted me on the West Side of Cleveland. They knew I was homeless. So they followed me to East 55th and Carnegie while I was sleeping on the rooftop of the Warner Swayze building. And then I said, I gotta walk out of Ohio, bro. Today. And I did. Whew. He said, why do you want to go to Detroit? I said, I was just trying to go to Michigan. But if you're going to drop me out to Detroit because they got the metro and they got the shelter if I had to, got the pantry and all the bandos, I scrap. I found out what he meant. Why he said, why did you want to go to, why don't go to Detroit? Because I wanted to go to Detroit 2005, 2007. I knew I would have survived. I would have either got killed, sold my soul, made a lot of money, or went to prison. I knew I was going to make it there. I thought, we'll see what happens. What they knew I scrapped. I had scrap tools with me, and then I went to the NSO, and they said, you can't bring these tools in here, so I threw them in a field that had the grass maybe 8 feet tall. And then the next day they cut the grass, and all my tools were cut to pieces.
You hang up on me like a child because you don't want to hear what I have to say.
You owe me some pennies, Detroit. That's over with though. I'm not
Tell
wasting
me
my
when you
time.
want to actually prove the words that you
At
say.
the height of breeding season, a band stallion fends off bachelor stallions, eager to claim mares of their own. For Phyllis, it's an opportunity to see how strong these bands truly are.
The Gruyot is Jupiter, the gray, and he is tormenting the band stallion Knight, who's a roan.
So I took some wire to the scrapyard in Detroit, 2019, and they said if it's over $30, they can write you a check. I said, what? In copper? I said, what?
Serious.
Because you go anywhere in Ohio, it don't matter
I
how
can
much
tell you,
copper you got. They just
Knight
give you cash.
will not back down. He will fight to the end for that Palomino.
If it's stolen, they know.
You call this a relationship?
At the height of breeding
They
season,
have it on camera, you getting cashed out at the yard, and then if they choose to put you in handcuffs, they got you on camera. If you're stupid enough to do that. So right now, if anyone knows a scrap hauler in this area right now, and he needs a crew member, I'm ready to work right now. Cause I don't got a truck or a garage. My partner in Cleveland, I don't know where he stay at. Because he used to pull up to my tent spot.
You want to call? You can call. Why not? Yeah. Whoa.
You get Platform Brewery in Cleveland, they throw out bags of cans. I had 12 bags. I threw in the woods, the bushes, 12 like industrial garbage bags. I was by the freeway hitchhiking in Michigan, and because it was about $600 in Michigan. I took it to the scrapyard. I got $50 in Ohio.
That's what I'm doing.
This is 30 cents, 50 cents a pound. Aluminum.
And you know what? Don't get me to start breaking promises with people that are honest with me. You're not honest with me.
Like I said, I'm in Michigan now because I had to escape Ohio. So no scrap, no bando, no hangout, no bando, no kick it, nowhere. I'm trying to go to Reno, Nevada, flat out. If I don't die here. Unless I get set up with a legit hauler. I'm not doing no illegal stuff. I'm not doing no condemned buildings. If the city pays me, I'll knock down the whole building, bro, by myself. That's the only way to make money in the scrap game. Demo company. Not the only way, that's just like the guaranteed way. You always got scrap in your demo company. For a rehab company, construction, they always got scrap. And a lot of the companies in Cleveland don't care because it's all material costs. They make like $20 an hour. They just throw out stuff. A lot of stuff. I swear to God though, if Michigan pays me, I'll tear down Bando, flat out, and condemn it, flat out. I thought about it since 2007. I'd rather buy some than keep it. Like the 5-story building outside the Luther Metropolitan Ministry in Cleveland, the Fisher building. I want to buy that. It's got 17 garages, 17 truck trailer garages, 5 floors. I said, you can live in it if you want. I don't care. I'll be in there too. It's expensive though, man. That's what they put a hit on me in Ohio. They want me to go hang out in the bandos in Detroit. Thanks, Israel. I can't call no one, man. I do my own security. I can't call 911 unless there's a murder. I don't want to get local law enforcement's family involved with the sting operation in Charlie. And they don't provide radio frequency detection scanning. So they already knew ahead of time. Like I said, Detroit PD know I'm going to Reno on body cam. I mean, they picked me up in the Amtrak, and I said I had to go to Reno. One person in Warren was gonna buy me a plane ticket to Las Vegas, as I stated earlier. Can't wait till I get out there. I'm gonna set it straight with the security company out there and let them know if you can't train me, then I'm gonna do sliding fee scale. wherever I travel. If you homeless, you need to get scanned. I'm gonna scan you for free, flat out. Get a business card and everything. I have my number on my social media. So everyone thinks it's a game. All you gotta do is look up my name and I got my cell phone number online. If you got a problem with the person. Anyway, let's all be mature adults. Not put other people's business out there. Ooh. Gotta move, he wants to eat me. Why else would he be looking at me?
Russian dancing's different, you must admit. The fast tempo of the balalaika goes to their hips and their feet.
What's going on with? What up? What up? Disable my ability to kick out here. I wasn't trying to leave my mama's house. I gotta bring up 9/11. The 9/11 Commission report about building number 7. It doesn't say anything about it. The official 9/11 Commission report.
Caught this on a security camera outside of Purdue, 3 blocks from Yale. There's Nadia Gaddafi's car.
Because I brought up how FBI confiscated 84 cameras in the Pentagon during 9/11. Fucking making me wobble out here, bro. Grown man. Practicing literal slavery on me because they don't appreciate the miles I put in Ohio. Disgusting how they treat me as a man, dude. It's disgusting. I'm gonna have to lay down here in a minute because the grown men keep talking about. There, I gotta hear the kids in the room. I wanted to walk out like 3 nights ago. Cause I don't deserve to put up with that, bro. I'm a grown man, bro. You see what they be doing. Everyone's sick of hearing about all of it. He's still motorboating himself about me. Damn, someone come swinging. Pathetic, bro. Use the tongue to kill. That's weak. They literally are enslaving my left arm, left foot, literally. The fucking Nazi collaboration. That's your fault. They talk his ear off 24 hours a day, dude. The Freemasons. That's how pathetic that group is, bro. You can't let a grown man live, think about a female. I forgot you're full of shit. I forgot you a Satanist. Leech. Get your own God. I thought God wasn't real. You a Satanist. You see how he makes his money? Leech. He a roach, bro. Mosquito. Vampire. He's physically enslaving me, bro. Because he's that pathetic. We get serious up in this bitch, bro. He gotta make a phone call to handle his business. He gotta call squad to jump him. Weak. No, he can't even call squad to jump him because he uses his tongue to murder. Cause he weak. I don't care how old you are, you should know better. Why should I have to tell you if you're older than me? Cause you weak. It's not my fault. I'm ready to die. Or you think that you live forever. So do I. He's still motorboating me in the cafeteria. Mangle at my left ear. Let's see if I can get up out this chair and how I walk. He obviously saw me below the belt. That's why he keep talking about me. How else would he know how to do that? Pervert. Tell your kid to stop doing it. I don't know how he learned about that. That's sick. You taught him that, just like you taught him about Santa Claus. Ooh, my left leg. When I woke up, my left foot had to do a fucking motion it never did in his life. Fucking my rider skills. All the miles I put in on my own with my washboard. With that jealous ass. Ooh. Jealous men in the kitchen. I don't know if they still staring at me. can't stop making me not be able to use my left arm. Don't matter what color his skin is. During the Russia-Ukraine war. You didn't teach me how to shoot. You taught me how to be a bitch. That's why you call me a female's name. Pervert. About to get serious with Michigan. I'm gonna post all my Michigan trip videos on my YouTube right now. Check all them stalkers I'm out before I walk out of here. I'll be out by February 2nd to all the mothers and children. I don't do 20 degrees when I was homeless, unless I was in a band. So I appreciate the Salvation Army for housing me during the Cold Blue in Detroit. Cause Warren don't got Cold Blue. But I'm not trying to get housed, I'm trying to go to Reno, Nevada, everyone knows. If I got a girl, what's it called? Bro, no, he's chipped and he trying to go to Reno. Stop playing games. If you got a sister or whatever, single. Because your best friend should be your ultimate wingman, right? You should trust him with your wife. I say I trust my best friend around my wife. He ain't gonna do nothing. Because when I'm around his wife, he know I'm not gonna do nothing. It's my best friend, my ultimate wingman. I don't got one. They all take my baby mama. Because they make money off my family. And they give her an offer she can't refuse, and now she makes videos for the FBI. Because that's legal. In America. The Harrison Narcotics Tax Act of 1914. Abolition of coca and poppy. That was in 1914. This country started in, what year was it? I don't know, my people in Ukraine. Freeing the slave from the Turks. Memory blanked me for making the point of what I was trying to say. Oh yeah, the Harrison Narcotics Tax Act of 1914. When this country was founded, coca and poppy were legal. So was cannabis. 300 years ago. Then for thousands of years, coca and poppy's been legal in other countries. That's why you have opioid receptors and the endocannabinoid system. Because the plant relationship with your body for thousands of years, since cavemen, eating poppy and cannabis. For medicine in Genesis. That was before pharmacy. 4 years after the FBI was created. 408, wait, 1908, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 6 years, excuse me. The DEA can always have a job, bro. You just gotta make poison ivy, poison oak, and poison sumac illegal. And then go prohibition it like cannabis. You always got a job. I don't know why poison ivy is legal and poppy's illegal. It doesn't make sense. All I know is I can't get a prescription to OxyContin, Percocet, Vicodin, Tylenol 5, nothing since 2009. And it gives me energy. Activating my opioid receptors for neuroprotection. Anyways, let that make sense to physical damage done to your body. Don't waste my time with psychiatry if you don't prescribe me an opiate. That's all I gotta say. Flat out. If you can't prescribe me a 5 milligram OxyContin, 5 milligram OxyContin for my pain, trauma, then get the hell away from me, psychiatry. Flat out. Stop wasting my fucking time. You're a joke to neuroscience. America's psychiatry is a weapon. The Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Illness that was created in the 1950s after the CIA was created and Operation Paperclip when the U.S. was invaded by the Nazis does not talk about the United States patent list. And neuroscience. That's what I'm trying to go to school for. Neuroscience and natural medicine in another country and study the United States patent list. Stop wasting my, and do radio frequency detection scanning, sliding free scale. Stop wasting my time, bro. You're either with me or you're against me. I never sold my soul. I'm gonna write free books online, download for free. The instruction manual. Already started on my social media. How to heal cancer for free. without keeping. Put so many people out of business. I can't wait to die. Dr. Paval and Batman. That's what people don't understand, right? I don't know how many people I run into and say my wife got cancer, my daughter got dementia, Alzheimer's, same with my own family. And I can't just help you write a remedy. They help you practice that diet for free or you pay me as soon as I find out. And then they die. I don't know how many people got just, it's like you're wasting my time, man. I'm trying to heal people. I don't know what you do. You put microchips and call people crazy, call people a joke book. Because it's a business. Legal drug dealing, pharmacy. So in the state of Michigan, vote yes on the repealing Section 3. Vote yes on the abolition of the Harrison Narcotics Tax Act of 1914, federally, if it's proposed. And we put it in proposition. Solve the drug war real fast. All you gotta do is look at Portugal or Uruguay drug law. Uruguay doesn't have drug law. Portugal decriminalized all drug usage. So if you get caught smoking crack or doing speed or shooting heroin or whatever, they give you a ticket and you could go to rehab, government rehab, instead of paying the ticket. And then drug use went down. Because it's not cool to do drugs anymore, because it's legal. The whole underworld. All you gotta do is watch the new Wolf of Wall Street to see who runs it. I saw that movie like 3 weeks ago in Cleveland, and I passed out watching it. I say, Mike, I never will watch this movie again. Sickest freaking movie I've ever seen. I don't got stocks in the stock market. That's scrap, bro. Yeah, I used to go downtown Detroit on Friday, Saturday, after everyone party, and go through the dumpster and get cans, take it to CVS. 2 in the morning, store paid me. Not wasting my time, bro. I can get the coronavirus. homeless in Cleveland during the coronavirus. I was in Akron. I didn't get it. Until they locked me up, and then everyone got it. I was homeless during the coronavirus in Cleveland for a year in a bando, and didn't get the coronavirus. It was a lockdown though. The old CMHA building on West 25th in Detroit. Cleveland, Cuyahoga Housing Authority, Metropolitan Housing Authority. Scrap the bitch, $3,000. The demo company said that I could scrap. Then they moved me to my apartment on the east side. I had an F-450, dude with an F-450. And then they bugged my apartment on the east side. I should have stayed in the bando on the west side. I would have made from December to February of 2020 to 2021, $3,000 to $30,000. Scrapping the CMHA, because I got permission. I would have gutted the whole building. I go to my apartment, they bugged it with 9 to 11 levels MK Ultra. 24-hour gang stalk traffic on East 55th by Broadway. Broadway neighborhood understood what I was dealing with. I went to the Broadway neighborhood to stay out the way on the east side. Know what I was dealing with. And they said that's where all the hoes go. I was right next to the scrapyard. I'm trying to go on Superior, St. Clair, Euclid, Miles, Woodland. With all that, tippy gang leader bullshit. Excuse my language. Why? I would have bought. It just said I'm in trouble for saying it to that person. I don't even know what the fuck that's supposed to mean. Where I'm trying to stay, if I stayed in my position on the west side in that building, I got caught up in Crip gang politics, Crip blood gang politics, and the Heartless Felon, and the folk set. I should have kept my position on the west side, in the bathroom. Because I would have made $3,000 to $30,000, and I would have bought a property in Detroit, East Cleveland, or left the country. I had that one shot, dude. F-450, everything. Just to make $30,000 in 1 month. I escaped that apartment with my shopping cart. I went to the Amtrak tracks by Marginal and 55th in St. Clair by East 63rd. In St. Clair. I didn't say St. Clair. That's when the Tippy gang leaders started torturing East Cleveland. February to March of 2021. For 8 to 16 hour periods with his Chevy Black Tahoe. Where the kids, the dogs, grandma with the mental disability had to listen to him for 8 to 16 hour periods. With his bass. Where he drives 3 blocks down. You try to run up to his car, he drives 3 blocks down, gang stalking, menacing with stalking. So I challenged him East 63rd in St. Clair with my shopping cart. I said, meet me at Marginal 55th and fight me. Knock me out before you say anything else, dude. Because you disrespected me too far as a man. You need to knock me out first before you can keep talking smack, bro. Because you look weak. I'm not saying that I'm gonna win. I'm just saying you gotta knock me out first. You might die. So might I. Then I challenge him to a fast draw in Lake Erie or international waters. Or right now, give me his location and the weapon, if there's a bounty, dead or alive. Give me clearance, I'll do it. Don't wait till I do it. I don't know his name. Embarrass that person in public. It's different when I came to Michigan and said something about it. Because they locked me up November 2022 in Cleveland, and I was living in Detroit July to September 2022, working at Eve's Market on Washington Street, the liquor store. And then for a stupid reason on my birthday, the fall equinox, the pagan Wiccan holiday Magon, I went to Ohio to escape the Michigan ritual. And then I was gonna go straight back to Michigan, just because I'm that type of Christian. And then I got locked up in Ohio. 8 months, and then 3-year probation. And I couldn't leave Cuyahoga County until July of this year. So they kept me from coming to Michigan since November 2022. When you really take a look at how that happened. Because they keep nabbing people in Cleveland for assault and DV from MK Ultra and microwave hearing from your refrigerator, TV, AC heater, hot water tank. Who's ever controlling the kill switch? They keep putting people away for DV and assault charges so they can't shoot. Some are calling them crazy. Local militia. Private FBI out of state. Because after the 21st Century Cures Act, signed by Obama, there is no constitution in the United States.